Yeah, soda pop.
Well, here we are on the final day, and Jason Anthony has found himself a crowd pleaser off the cliff. Oh, and what a save. Kim, that's got to score well with the judges. That's very difficult.
Definitely, degree of difficulty is the first thing they score, and with those rock hops, he will score high right there.
Another little hit right
and
here.
A little bit of showboating. Air does not count, but aggressiveness does, and that's real aggressive down in the bottom.
And a perfect example of extreme free skiing, coming off the jump, flowing down the mountain, pleasing the crowd and the judges.
You know, I tried to scope it out this morning. I saw some guys up there looking around, poking around. It's kind of rocky getting into there, but nobody went up there. Kind of had a little step up. I don't know if I could get on the pillow. Finally got up there, and I was like, here we go. Time to drop in. We'll see how it goes from there.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful, sunshiny Crested Butte, Colorado for the 1998 Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships. I'm Rod Elisha, and along with me, Kim Reichhelm, 1995 U.S. and World Extreme Skiing Champion. And Kim, the bar has been raised in competition by free skiing, and what we're seeing is a sport that has come a very long way in a short time.
You're right about that, Rod. You know, in an Olympic year, we are seeing more free skiers in the magazines than we are the gate skiers and the mogul skiers. And I think that's because these are the skiers with the passion and the hunger. They love this sport. In the industry, they needed that push, and it's making a big difference.
Well, what do you think we're going to see on the hill today?
Oh, well, in the men, we have Shane McConkey. Shane's in first place right now. He has a small lead, but he's won this competition before, and he's hungry because he's coming off having to take an entire season off from an injury. But right behind him is a rookie, Rex Worman, and second place is a great place to be because you have nothing to lose, no pressure.
But there are a lot of other skiers that hope to have their say as well. This is the culmination of 4 days of competition. Let's go to the top for our finals. Sakatumi, the finale for the 1998 Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships.
Scoring for the championships done over 5 categories, each worth 10 points. They are line choice, control, fluidity, form and technique, and aggressiveness or attack. Total of 5 judges, a perfect run worth 50 points. Next up in the start gate, Bruce Stott from right here in Crested Butte, currently 14th, Kim, in his first ever extreme contest.
First day on head wall, Bruce really showed the judges he had what it took. Skied clean, went for big air, and that's why he's in the finals.
Bib 183, Bruce Stott on course on the run called Sakatumi, featuring 500 vertical feet of drop and a 43-degree average pitch.
I skied this venue earlier this morning, and it is really difficult. Not a lot of snow coverage, some exposed rocks, twigs, and the chutes, because they're not that filled in, are really narrow.
Well, Bruce taking a very inventive run and really moving down the hill.
Bruce is aggressive. He's going to score high on aggressiveness. His degree of difficulty isn't that tough, but there's not that many options in here.
A little air at the bottom, a crowd pleaser for sure. There's a pretty big crowd here at the bottom of Sakatumi, and they are cheering these skiers with all they have, looking for some good, exciting runs, and this is definitely one of them.
Good all-around run for Bruce, really well put together.
Bruce Stott, sweet run. Tell me about it.
Thank you. Well, I just went up there, you know, it's my first competition like this ever, and just tried to have a good time this run, and it turned out well. Ended up going in the line I was planning on, and everything worked out for me this run.
In the instant replay, you can see why Bruce scored as high as a 40 technique.
Well, hang tight. We're going to take a small break, but we'll be right back with more extreme skiing from Crested Butte. The 1998 Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships from Crested Butte, Colorado is being sponsored by Saab, celebrating over 50 years of innovative automobiles. By Paul Mitchell, Professional Salon Products. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships. And light beer from Miller, reminding you anything can happen at Miller time. Welcome back to Mount Crested Butte, where we are in the final day of competition. Our course in an area known as the Extreme Limits, a run called Sakatumi, an average pitch of 43 degrees, vertical drop 500 feet. Now it is Brian Winson from Taos, New Mexico. Brian currently in 4th place.
Brian's high point is his technique. Very compact, really clean, hands out in front. He always scores high on the technical aspect.
Well, an exuberant Brian Winson now on course on the run known as Sakatumi.
Brian's having a lot of fun with this. I know that he's enjoying himself. Every time I see him, he's smiling and getting after it.
That's what it's all about, the new movement called free skiing rather than extreme. It's because these guys just love to go out and ski it.
Brian's heading over to that same big rock that we saw Andy jump off of.
See him go from pillow to pillow. When you hesitate like that, it might take off a little bit.
Carrying a lot more speed and throwing a helicopter, landing it clean, right back into control. And look at him, he's heading over into the hourglass section of the course, which is going to score much higher in degree of difficulty. Not only did he just jump off the biggest rock, but over into another real tough technical section.
Carrying it down the hill, but that fall right there could cost him.
Oh, that is just too bad. He was putting together such a fantastic run. The fall is going to hurt him. A little helicopter in the end to try to make a difference, but oh, that's too bad. Here we see the helicopter. Iron cross, tip drop, helicopter 40 feet straight down, travels even farther away than Andy did, and pops right up. That's outrageous. You seem pleased with your run. Tell us about it.
Oh man, I'm just stoked to be down. I've been standing in the gate for 4 days straight. I'm glad to be done. It felt real good. I'm unhappy with my finish there, but just the fact that I skied away, I'm standing here tall. I'm loving it.
Coming up, Jeff Small from Huntley, New Zealand, and this man, Chris Paulding. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Crested Butte, Colorado, a place well known for its family skiing, but now on the map in the extreme world, especially with the Winter X Games that were here just about a month ago. The X Games returning to Crested Butte in 1999. We look forward to all the action from that, as well as the action from today's U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championship. Chris Paulding from Park City, Utah, currently 5th, ready to take the course.
Chris has done better in this contest than he has in the past. He's learned a lot. He hangs out with some of the best extreme free skiers, Jeremy Nobis and Brant Moles, and told me he's learned a lot from skiing with them.
Well, let's see if it pays off right here. A good chance to move up in the standings, coming out of the gate in 5th place.
Another interesting story about Chris, he talked his 2 brothers into joining him in this competition, both over 40, so he's got his family here supporting him.
Over the 4 days of competition, the skiing field is cut in half. 20 skiers start on the final day for the men's competition.
That little hike might not cost Chris too much, but just slightly in fluidity, since he did have to hike up there because he missed his line slightly.
Going into a very unique section, this is where the cliff bands get very dangerous.
You can see the rocks underneath him. He's just stepping over those rocks. Normally he could ski right over them.
Wow,
Nice.
What a line through those rocks. That could have really wreaked havoc on the run, but he skied it superbly.
He did. He threaded the needle right through those rocks, remained in control. This is a pretty good run Chris is putting together. Slightly conservative, but he's really matched all the 5 criteria that the judges are looking for and should score high.
35.2 on the run, so the judges not liking it as well as some of the others. A 4-run total, 143.8 for Chris Paulding.
I wanted to show the judges that I could get a little technical up there. Yesterday I threw a big old fat huck, and I wanted to show them that I could do the techie stuff too and not just chuck my carcass off cliffs.
Now, you were having some problems in the rocks, walking around just a little bit. How was that?
Well, it was real uncovered. A couple more people came in inspecting after I did, apparently, because it was not as smooth an entry as I thought it was going to be. But got over them, got my skis pointed, and got it going on.
The judges scoring in 5 different categories from 1 to 10. The scoring has been solidified this year thanks to a new competitive organization for the extreme skier movement called the International Free Skiers Association.
The most interesting thing about the free skiing movement right now is it's becoming, in a degree, legitimatized by the creation of a skiers association, which has brought some professional standards to the judging and has helped organize the sport.
You know, it used to be considered something that was extreme and crazy and ridiculous, and there's a bunch of idiots out there chucking their carcass off of cliffs. But now people have realized that that's just top-level skiing at its finest. And it's not extreme or crazy or anything. It's the sport of free riding, and it's growing huge because people finally understand it.
The sport expanding worldwide. Here's a gentleman that offers an example of that from Huntley, New Zealand. Getting ready to take the course, Jeff Small.
Under the hour. All right, Bart.
Jeff is really doing much better this year than he has in the past. This is his 3rd year of competing in the U.S. Extremes, and his technique has really gotten much cleaner, and he's learned the criteria, skied better throughout.
Jeff, not the big risk taker or jumper that some of the Americans are, but you notice the speed down the hill, and that counts in the aggression category.
He's really getting after it up here. There are tight trees, and it's hard to ski this venue quickly, and he is just ripping it up.
Oh, and look at that unique move. Reverse helicopter, exposed himself some cliffs down below. How well will that score with the judges?
He's really hot dogging it up, Rod, in this run, and that doesn't count that much. It helps in aggressiveness. He's put together a really nice run, but the tricks, they don't matter that much.
Well, the fastest run of the day for Jeff Small from Huntley, New Zealand.
Here you see a little backwards helicopter. The crowd loves it, but the judges aren't overly impressed with a maneuver like that. Same with this grab right here. Good for the crowd, but not for the judges.
Yeah, well, I sorted out what I was going to do. Knew where I was going to go, you know. I just had to charge today, and I did. I had a few surprises. You know, things changed since I'd been and inspected it, but oh, I enjoyed it, man. I had fun.
Crowd enjoying the sunshine and the skiing here in Crested Butte. When we come back, more men's competition, and we'll crown a women's winner. Welcome back to Crested Butte, Colorado, where it seems even the dogs are extreme. Back to our competition on a run called Sakatumi. First in the gate in our women competitors, Heidi Van Winkle from Jackson, Wyoming, currently in 4th place.
Heidi's competed in a number of these events, and she's really getting it figured out. Strategy is so important. Knowing the 5 criteria and knowing how to ski the venue well and please the judges in all 5 categories.
Well, she's going very far. Skiers left. This is a different line than what we've seen.
The snow conditions are so tough. You can't really tell from this angle, but it's sort of punchy. Underneath, it's sort of rotten, and it's really easy to stick your tip through the snow and catch it. So you have to be careful each turn. Make sure you don't get caught off balance.
Good, difficult line by Van Winkle. Very smooth up to this point.
She's getting herself into a section called Hourglass. It's mandatory air. It's a difficult situation. You carry a lot of speed out of this, so she's setting up for a pretty big maneuver in here. Handling it very well.
Luckily, we did receive a little bit of new snow earlier this week, so the conditions aren't as bad as we had first feared.
That's a good run for Heidi. You saw her stop a little bit. That'll hurt her in fluidity, but she didn't make any mistakes, and she skied a very difficult line and good technique. It's going to be a high score for the women.
34.6 for Heidi Van Winkle, a 4-run total, 124.6.
In the slow motion instant replay, you appreciate Heidi's nice technique. Her hands are right out in front, her fluidity moving down the hill fairly well.
Next up, it's Barb Peters from right here in Crested Butte, Colorado, currently in 2nd place, one of only 2 competitors that has ever competed in all 7 of the Extreme Championships here in Crested Butte.
Barb is so funny. She's just really not that serious. Every time I see her, she's goofing off and having a good time, and she loves these competitions, and she's doing very well. I think Barb has the potential to win if she just buckled down and got a little bit more serious about it.
She does seem to have fun, but this seems to be a very conservative run.
She's moving down the hill well. We'll have to see where she gets herself into. She's sort of heading over to the skiers' right, though, avoiding that hourglass section that Heidi just went through. That's going to hurt her a lot in degree of difficulty.
Well, difficulty of line is one of the things that judges stress this year. Barb Peters not able to meet the criteria, but it looks like a good, fun run. And again, what you talked about, maybe not as serious about winning as she possibly could be. A run score of 30.6. That'll move her down to 2nd place with only our leader, Jill Sickles Matlock, still to ski. Here you see the current standings. Van Winkle on top, followed by Peters, Christine Hutchinson from Aspen, and A.J. Cargill from Jackson, Wyoming. And in the gate, our current women's leader and 2-time champ, Jill Sickles Matlock.
Jill, what's going through your mind right here in the start?
I just want to get skiing. I don't like waiting here anymore. Once I get skiing, it'll be okay. I'm a little nervous right now.
I can relate to Jill. It is really nerve-wracking in the starting gate. Regardless of the fact that she does have a 10-point lead, she still can't afford to blow it. She's got to put it all together.
Different line choice than any other competitors so far, moving skiers left. Good control, super fluidity right here.
Jill's just coming off of 2 weeks in Chamonix, France, so Sakatumi Ridge seems a little bit small, not nearly as challenging, and that helps psychologically because she can get after it, ski aggressively, because it's nothing like what she's been experiencing lately.
She is exposing herself here.
There's one maneuver she has to make through this rock band. She's halfway through. Nice and clean, she's home free.
Sweet run for Jill Sickles Matlock, the final day of competition. 1998 Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships. Matt is going to sew up her 3rd championship.
You were the leader going into this final day. You had a really strong run. Looks to me like you might be the champion for the 3rd season in a row. What do you think about that?
That's pretty cool. 3-peat. I don't think anyone's done that before. That was the goal, so I got my goal.
The next goal for Jill Sickles Matlock, Alaska, in the World Extreme event. She has won it here in Crested Butte. Van Winkle 2nd, Peters 3rd. Coming up, our final 2 men. Stay with us. The 1998 Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships from Crested Butte are being brought to you by Saab, celebrating over 50 years of innovative automobiles. By Paul Mitchell, Professional Salon Products. By Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the 1998 U.S. Free Skiing Championships. And by Nikon Sunglasses, changing the way you look.
Welcome back to the 1998 Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships here in Crested Butte, Colorado. I'm Dave Swanwick, won this event in '94, and I know what it's like to be in the starting gate. I'm here with Rex Worman, who's currently in second place. Rex, what are you going to do to take the lead?
Well, I'm just going to stick to my plan. You know, I picked out a pretty hard line, and I'm just going to stick to that and try to ski it as best I can. You know, yesterday I felt a little off, and today I'm feeling a lot better, and hopefully I can upset Shane here, but who knows what he's going to pull out, so.
Rex says he has more confidence now than he did days earlier, but he skied well here in Headwall, and this is his first ever U.S. Extreme competition. In second place, he's doing pretty well.
Less than 1.5 points separate him from our current leader, Shane McConkey from Squaw Valley, California. Dillon, Colorado skier hoping to lay down the law here.
I like Rex's attitude. He's just having fun. He doesn't seem that nervous. He's enjoying himself. He comes from a mogul skiing background, and he's telling me that his sponsors are giving him more attention than ever now that he's an extreme free skier.
Well, a very aggressive line ride here, a little jump into a pillow. Oh, and almost some trouble with that tree.
Looks like he's having trouble with his pole as well, Rod. And there he goes. He's getting it back in his hand, but coming right across into Hourglass. This is going to score high in degree of difficulty because he's using the whole venue. Looks like he's setting up for a big air at the bottom of Hourglass. Nice little hop. Gets back a little bit, gets it back together. Excellent run for Rex.
Sweet line choice for Rex Worman. Started out 1.5 points behind our current leader, but that a very good run.
This is a high-scoring run for Rex because he uses all 5 of the categories. Aggressive line, top to bottom, really attacks it. He has excellent technique, he's fluid, and he's in control except for that one little bobble with his pole.
Dropped off that other pillow, kind of got stuck in the tree a little bit, lost my pole. Figured I'd better hightail it over there to my other line. I'm having such a ball. This is so fun, you know. A lot less pressure on myself because it's just free skiing and basically it's just for fun.
Well, the pressure shifts to this man, Shane McConkey, our current leader from Squaw Valley, California. A slim lead. He's got to put down the run to win it.
It's nice to see Shane back in the competition. He's skiing very well after a year off with an injury. I had breakfast with him this morning and he said that he does have something to prove to himself, although it is mostly about fun.
I'm sure he had a lot of fun a couple weeks ago in Chamonix, France. He won that contest, looking to put a second straight event win in his back pocket here.
Now Shane can assume that Rex had a good run. He doesn't know exactly what he skied, but I'm going to assume Shane's going to go for big air.
Well, he goes by the big rock section looking for more technical standards.
I'm really surprised, Rod. I expected Shane to go the biggest he could find. He's going a little bit conservative.
Well, that's going to hurt in his fluidity points, too.
And his line dumps him out way over to the skier's right. He's completely missed the Hourglass.
Well, the #1 criteria for the judges, a difficult line. That was not as difficult as Rex Worman's. We'll have to see how the judges score it. It appears from right here that Shane McConkey very happy with the run.
Shane, a little bit conservative there. I don't think I've ever seen you ski so conservatively. Is that the plan?
No, I didn't think I was skiing conservatively. Oh well.
Well, come on now. You're in first place. You got the lead. What were you thinking about as you took that run?
I was thinking about skiing one of the most difficult lines I could. It was all rock in there. It was a rock landing. It looked like something that was pretty hard to do, so.
You skied strong, you skied solid. Does it feel good to be back in the competition after a season out?
Yeah, for sure. Feels good.
Well, Rex Worman wins it in the closest 1-2 battle in the history of the contest. A scant 0.2 of a point difference over McConkey. Jeff Small is third, followed by Winson and Paulding. Rounding out the top 10, Knaus, Stott, Hannon, Kopp, and Prigge.
I'm just like on fire and I'm just buzzing here. It feels like I'm floating and I'm just having the greatest time of my life.
Congratulations to our new men's champion, Rex Worman from Dillon, Colorado. Shane McConkey second, Jeff Small from New Zealand in third place. For our women, Jill Sickles Matlock with her unprecedented third title. Barb Peters finishes third, Heidi Van Winkle second. That's going to do it from Crested Butte. Thanks for joining us. For Kim Reichhelm, Dave Swanwick, I'm Rod Elisha. So long, everybody.